See, you're laughing. You know we're friends, and you think everything's going to be friendly. Not going to be friendly here. Not here, pal. You ready?
Let's go.
This is your Showdown debut.
Let's go.
Carlos Peña is here. Let's play who's having the better season, right? I want your philosophy on this. We talk a lot about this a lot. Two top pitchers in the National League. Justin Steele leads the league in park-adjusted ERA. Spencer Strider leads the league in strikeouts and also stuff plus. But you can see the innings, strikeouts per nine. Strider's crushing Steele. The whip, I don't worry about that. But the ERA plus, 163, 100 is league average, and 128. There's a gap. Who's having the better year?
Justin Steele.
Okay.
Justin Steele's having the better year. He's getting the most out of his talent. He's maximizing his stuff, you know. And look, you look at Strider pitch, and immediately you're just taken aback with the explosiveness, with the velocity, with the nastiness of his pitches. However, Steele seems to be doing the sequencing better, the tunneling better. He is able to create speed differentials, and he seems to do it by design, which makes him a better pitcher.
Knows how to pitch. It's funny because in recent years, things have gotten so sophisticated, especially when we're actually ranking players on top 10 right now. You're involved in the show as well. And the people ask, well, what do you look at in pitching? I'm like, you know what? I still look at ERA, park-adjusted ERA, which is also adjusted to the run-scoring environment. But I'm like, then there's strikeouts, and then there's deserved ERA. And I'm like, I don't know. You don't get exactly what you deserve, but you're somewhat responsible for the runs you allow. I know there's a defense and there's a ballpark that affects it. But we are playing a game. You are somewhat responsible for those earned runs and those runs allowed.
And that is the name of the game, right? The purpose is let's avoid as many runs as possible if you're a pitcher. Well, Justin Steele's been doing precisely that. And he's been doing so without, let's say, the greatest stuff. I mean, obviously it works, but if we were to look at this very particular stat, we're looking at the stuff plus, which is an attempt to quantify how nasty a pitcher is, right? Well, guess what? Justin Steele is actually below average if we're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then look at Spencer Strider. So we could say that Steele...
Number one in the league.
I mean, this is ridiculously... The discrepancy is just through the roof. You have Justin Steele that's below average, and you have the best, stuff-wise, pitcher in the league is Strider. Now, that tells me this is good news for Strider, because if this is... He's already really good. Right. Imagine what the potential could be.
Get better.
Imagine if you could combine both things. Strategy of Steele with the stuff of Strider.
I'm going to throw something in on you. Take a look at Shohei Ohtani's numbers as well. We have his numbers lined up as well. What would you pay him?
Wow.
Give me his contract.
I'm going 65 a year.
65 a year?
I would front load that contract, giving him an opt-out after the fourth year, and see how it goes. So let me tell you something.
That's larger than the Gerald R. Ford supercarrier we had there. That's three of them. That's an island moving around the ocean. 65 a year.
If you wanted to find aircraft carrier, Ohtani is the perfect,
That's Hawaii. The big island of Hawaii is moving around the ocean.
But this is the thing. I'm thinking a little bit beyond what he does between the lines, right? Because I understand that he has this reach into a whole entire new world and market.
This is true.
So if I'm a businessman, I'm a business owner, I know that my investment is secure, that I will get the return that it's going to make me very, very happy.
All right, let's say you go 65 a year. How many years? Are you looking at 10, 8, 6?
No,
Are you trying to shorten it?
I'm going to go 4 years for 65, and then I'm going to give him an opt-out, and it's going to be declining after that.
Okay.
Kind of incentivizing him from walking. Or he better perform, right?
Four is ratcheting it back quite a bit. So 4 for 65 makes a little more sense. All right, let's take a look at Kyle Schwarber's offensive season. I think this is a fascinating test case. Normally, we use Joey Gallo, but now it's Kyle Schwarber, who's like, has all this folklore around him. 36 homers, 100 walks. His OPS plus is 113. That's pretty good. 100 is league average. His negative WAR, because he doesn't play defense very well, we know that. But he's hitting 187. Now, I'm torn. He's got a 332 on base because of the 100 walks. He's slugging 452. That's pretty good. But a 187 batting average, is that a good year?
It's not a good year. And look, objectively speaking, right? If you look at it objectively, you can say, okay, he's having an above average season and he's being productive. But I can speak from experience. We hate a year like this. Schwarber hates the year that he's having. Now, he's going to still go out there and try to have some good at-bats, But by no means is he sitting back at home saying, you know what, I'm good. No, he's right now probably losing a lot of sleep trying to see if he can raise that average above 200. And this is why the volatility.
Right.
Man, it's just rough on a singular player, but you also know that you hurt your ball club on a consistent basis.
Last year he hit 218. I think the marker is 220. Like you can't be hitting 200. It's still not productive, even for a guy like Schwarber, who has a real clue at the plate. He's not clueless up there. He has a real good approach, but you got to hit 220. I want to ask you this. Mets had a video honoring Max Scherzer last night. I had no idea they'd be doing it. I think their heart's in the right place. Fans then were booing it as they came out. Should they have done a video for a guy that was there a year and a half?
No, absolutely not. I mean, when I saw this, I mean, look, Mark Scherzer deserves everything. He deserves it, but not at this point. You understand? It was just so. There was no tact there. I mean, it was almost like a slap in the face to the fans, even though you're honoring.
I don't think he wanted it, and he did the right. That came out and he just, just take it, But it's unfortunate. I did a whole essay on actually his year was excellent last year. It ended poorly. This year was not all of his fault.
He felt awkward.
But when it comes back, I don't know, there must be something in between. It was nice for the Mets to do. Right? It was trying to do the classy thing, but it's not John Matlack. If I'm Mad Dog, it's not George Theodore or Don Hahn. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? This guy was not a long-time Met.
You can wait. I don't know. It's just the timing was not right. The Mets going through this very long-suffering year.
Yeah.
Come on, it was just not. Even Scherzer himself was like, this is awkward. Can I go to the bathroom?
Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody
Bye.
again. That's it.